Hey, I'm Christina. I'm going to be doing these videos on my weight loss journey, mostly to keep me accountable, but also maybe I'll end up helping somebody else out there. Maybe a lot of people out there are going through the same thing that I am. I'll be focusing on three major areas that I myself am working on. Those areas are the physical nutritional aspect, the mental aspect, and the emotional and psychological aspect. First off, kind of tell you a little bit about myself. I am 35 years old. I'm married for almost 15 years now. In about 2 weeks, we'll be celebrating our anniversary. I have two children, a 13-year-old daughter and a 10-year-old son. What I'm doing right now as far as my physical aspect goes, I'm doing rock and body, and I am also doing Shakeology. Now, rock and body is a Beachbody program for those of you who don't know. Shakeology is also through Beachbody. Part of my journey is that 2 weeks ago I did become a Beachbody coach, which is totally awesome. The biggest thing so far that it's doing for me is it's given me a purpose and direction that I haven't had in 2 years. My journey starts really probably about 2 years ago. My family and I were living in Arizona, and due to many different things, we lost everything out there, and we had to move here to the South. And when we lost everything, I started eating. I started eating all of my emotions. I ate all of my stress. That's always been a huge thing for me, is being an emotional eater and a stress eater. Being bored, not feeling productive during the day, stressing out, feeling strong emotions. I reach for the bad things, and I eat all of my emotions. And this is where it's gotten me. A month ago, I weighed myself, and I discovered I was at the heaviest I've ever been, which was 230 pounds. I said enough is enough, and that brings me to my why, my mental aspect. Why am I doing this? This isn't me. This isn't who I am at my core. I am at my core a athletic person. I played hockey for 5 years, organized hockey when I was 15 years old. I love to be physically active. That's never been a problem for me. It's always been my nutrition. So when I discovered that I had gotten to 230 pounds, I said enough is enough. I have had enough. I'm sure a lot of you have gotten to that point too. I'm just not going to do it anymore. I need to be healthy. I need to be here for my children. I need to set the example for them. I am one of the leaders of my family. My husband and I lead our family. And I'm not leading them very well. Up until that point, I was not leading very well at all. So I needed to change. My husband and I decided at that point that we would start changing our nutrition. Before I made these changes, I would get hungry during the day, and I wouldn't have anything healthy to eat right then. So we decided that on Sundays, we would go ahead and cook our food for the week. We cook together, so that's some great time to be able to spend together. That's pretty awesome. So we'll cook for the whole week on Sunday. And that way, when I do get hungry, I can just reach into my refrigerator, and I've got healthy food. I've got the foods that make me feel good right there, ready for me to eat. The first 3 weeks we were doing that, I lost 6 pounds. In this last week, I've lost another pound. So I've got 7 total pounds lost in the last 4 weeks. Part of that was the Shakeology in the last week. I've only been taking it for about a week and a half now. The things I love about Shakeology is the energy that it gives me to go throughout my day. Through the whole day, I have energy. and I have energy to spare by the time I'm done. It's got protein in it. It's very densely nutritious. So that was really what started this, was just the nutrition. The first 3 weeks I wasn't working out at all. So that was 6 pounds just eating well. Last week I started Rock and Body. I wasn't really expecting too much from it. A lot of dancing, that kind of thing. Oh, I was wrong. That program makes me sweat. It gets a burn going on in muscles that I forgot I had. It is excellent. So far, I'm loving it. It's a 4-week program. I've now started week 2 today. And my goal with Rock and Body is to lose 10 pounds in that first 4 weeks of doing it. And then next I'll be going on to another program. So that's where I'm at with my physical aspect, my nutrition. Again, I said my why is the mental. You have to have a why. You have to know why you're doing this. If you don't, I believe you'll get lost along the way. A why helps to keep you on track. The next aspect, the third aspect, is going to be the emotional, psychological part of it. I've really had to look deep within myself and discover a lot of my limiting beliefs. Your limiting beliefs are those things that tell you, no, you can't do it. They're the things that give you fear, that make you doubt yourself. So I have to get past those. One of the things I'm doing to help with that, my husband and I found a man named David Snyder on YouTube who talks a lot about reprogramming your subconscious mind, and he's awesome. The other thing I'm doing is I'm reading a book called The Motivation Manifesto. I love every page of that book so far. I think that really, really is feeding my mind and feeding my soul. So if you guys want to learn a little bit more about me, you can go to my Facebook page. I'll put a link to it in the comments. And until next week, find out what your why is. Thanks.